Hey y'all, I'm Leanna with Faith Lived Out Loud, and I just want to give you a word of encouragement today. I live here in Mississippi, and we are accustomed to green. We don't have a lot of super cold temperatures, for which I'm very grateful, but this Christmas we did. No snow, unfortunately, but we had lots of temperatures in the single digits for days on end, and it was not landscape friendly, if you can comprehend that new term I've made up right there on the spot. So you can kind of get a glimpse of some of my landscaping. Man, it looks bad, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm heartbroken. But I haven't lost hope yet. Now, yesterday I walked outside and found a beautiful surprise. And I'm going to try to angle this camera so that you can see it. In that pot of greenery that is completely dead, there is new life with crocuses that are coming up. And how beautiful is that in the midst of bleakness, where it looks like it'll never be green again. I imagine the children of Israel felt like that when they were in Babylon in captivity. They were there for 70 years. So when they got there, they had a lot of time ahead, and it wasn't easy. They didn't have their comfortable homes that their families had had for generations. They didn't have familiar cities. They didn't have familiar streets. They didn't have familiar language. Everything was different, and it wasn't the way they wanted it. And then the prophet Jeremiah spoke a word, and I've probably talked about this before because I use this verse a lot. In the midst of that, God spoke a great word, and it was this: I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for calamity, to give you a future and a hope. What God was saying is, the way it looks like today is not the way it's always going to be. I'm doing something here, and there's better, different, good down the road. But we have to stay in the hard sometimes to get to the good. Boy, have you had those times? I'd love to hear about them if you have, because I surely have. Times when I thought, this isn't really what I wanted. It's not the way I wanted. I don't think it's fair. But God speaks into those times and says, hey, I have a plan. I know you're there. The same God who saw Hagar in the wilderness sees us in those very hard times that feel like wilderness to us. And he speaks that word he spoke to the children of Israel when they were in Babylon. I have a plan. It's good, and it's going to give you a future that's worth having. That's the key we often forget. There is a future. We can figure that out for ourselves. But a future worth having, wow, that's a promise worth holding on to. And so, as we look at the kind of dark sky that's not quite blue yet, and as we look at these bleak plants, let's let the crocus, if I can get to it, give us a little hope that, like God's promises, there is a hope to come. There is a future to come. And our future in God's hands is good. Now, does that mean we're going to have a life filled with all the stuff we want, the biggest retirement account, more than we could have dreamed of, all of that? No, it doesn't. But where God is, there is good. And when He is in it, it's good. And it comes with the fruit of the Spirit if we live the way He wants us to. You know those: love, joy, peace, patience, goodness, gentleness, kindness, self-control. Who wants to live without those? And so today, take hope from the crocus and look toward the good, because good is coming, and today is not the end. Hey, I hope you guys have a great day, despite this somewhat gloomy looking weather, and that you see God at work in everything you do. Have a blessed and glorious day. And don't forget to like and share and comment. Hey, y'all are blessing me oh so much. Thank you so much for watching. Now, I'd love for you to stop by LeannaHollis.com, because there are a lot of resources for living the Christian life. or stop by whispergathering.com, because there's lots of information about Whisper Gathering. And maybe next time we'll talk about the Whisper Gathering. I'd love for you ladies to join us. It's a once in a lifetime thing that you can actually repeat more than once, but it is a life-changing event that you don't want to miss. So see you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.